Okay, game 3. Let's have a look at the history then. How things have evolved. Just beat Nelly. Oops, okay. Nimzo engine or King's engine? I'll play G6. I could play it without D6 as an experiment. I'll try that. Just a little bit of an experiment from this Dangerous Ideas, Dangerous Weapons book in the King's engine. Now I'll play D6. But have I just given a sort of the dreaded Rxb bind? I think Rxb was not good with his time management. He lost a lot of games on time, quite a lot of the time. But it created this bind principle. You're binding D5, reducing counterplay. But it can make it a challenge to, to spring D5 onto the opponent when they're unsuspecting. Knight D7 here. I'm worried about F4. I haven't got G4, have I? Should I play that anyway as a pawn sack? Knight E8. Knight E8. Looks as though I'm getting passive. I could just take on D5. I'll take on D5 and play Bishop D7. I haven't weakened C6 that much yet. So this H5 supports Knight G4. If I play Rook B8 now, I don't know. Queen A5. It looks like a move. If it has to waste time for Rook D1 and Bishop D2, what can I do in the meantime? I can play Rook C8, try and trade rooks. Am I going to get my queen trapped with something like Bishop B6? Hope not. Maybe there's Knight F3s and Bishop D4s or something, if that sort of situation emerges. In fact, can I play for B5? So that there's actually a use for Queen A5 as well as Rook C8. I can play B5. But then, maybe takes and Rook A1. So how do I wriggle out of this? It seems as though there's uncomfortable pressure, but this A4 I'm not sure about at the moment. In fact, I'm threatening just to win the A4 pawn. So Queen A5. What does White do about the A4 pawn? Let it drop? No, it's giving me the C file instead. Okay, so Rook C8. There isn't Bishop D2 at the moment, so this is looking up. This position. The pieces all seem okay. The knight's kind of nice, gripping some squares. If Bishop D2, I think that'll be Queen C5. I wonder if I can just cheekily then play Rook C7, but then Bishop D2, then Queen C5, Bishop B4, Queen A7. Alright, I'll go for that. And this is Knight C6. There's Knight C6 on this pin. Not quite yet. Okay, let's tuck the Queen on A7 then if needed. Although, what about Rook C1 here? I suppose there might be Knight C4 on this knight to get out of trouble. Queen A7 actually loses a rook, so I don't think that's the best plan in the world to lose the rook. So Knight C4 might actually be a tactical resource kind of needed after Rook C1. In fact, Rook C1, why can't I just take on D4? The knight is now in pre on D4. Forget about Knight C4s. I'm actually threatening just Queen takes D4. So, as usual, I'm so alert. Queen A5 is attacking this. Now Queen C5 is attacking this. So, okay, is Knight C4 useful here? Or is anything useful? Queen C... No, there isn't Queen C2. That would lose the Queen, yes. So Knight C4 here. Can I get away with that? If Knight C6, maybe Queen... Well, just Knight takes E3. If takes, I get the Rook on C4. I get nice... I think Knight C4. And also, I don't know, there's a potential for bishop d4s. If rook c1 now bishop d4, if the other rook to c1. Okay, the queen's still a target. I think the queen is a target. b5, knight a5. Why is my queen still a target? How could I allow this? I think I should try and avoid losing on time. Bishop h6 to e3 or b5. If I get my queen out there, I'll lose c4. How about just bishop takes d4? I'll still lose c4. Interesting. Okay, I've got to move something, so maybe attack this queen. So I'm down on the clock a bit after that. Can I get in queen b4? If white's not careful, just queen b4, try and do something else with the queen. I don't know where all this is going, but these pieces seem good in principle. It's just the queen's a constant target. Stroke source of annoyance for the opponent now, but it's a sort of double-edged thing. Right, queen b4 then. I suppose there's bishop e1. No, this knight is constantly on the fire as well. How about just trying... No, there's no knight b3. Maybe there's bishop d4, knight b3. Takes, knight b3, knight b3's bishop d4, knight b3. That looks good. Bishop d4, knight b3. Finally, there's a coordination between this and this. If I can play bishop d4, temporarily give up that bishop. Alright, so there's queen d4 here, and then knight b3 at the end of it. I think I'll play that to fork the old rooks. Rook fork. Okay, and rook c2. Forking again. Okay, it's looking up. I suppose, yeah, there's that, I guess. Bishop a4s, or nope, that doesn't quite work yet. Okay, just dominate the c file, threatening rook c1. Okay, I'll play this, harassing bishops. Okay, try and win this pawn now, forking this and this. Another fork, kind of, set without using knights. Just winning lots and lots of material. Okay, let's get these pawns going. Threaten now rook a2. Okay, go for rook a2. Can I just play b4 threatening bishop b5? Don't worry about this. If Kf1 rook e2 still, bishop b5. Brutal game chess. Gonna find the tactics though. Okay, let's have a look what happened there. So the queen was a double-edged thing because it was a source of harassment. On the other hand, I was probing constantly some squares with it. So a4. Then it was like you know, d4. But then again, you know, it seemed to be, you know, getting in trouble. The knight was actually kind of good. This manoeuvre, something to bear in mind if you're going to take on d4 to end up with knight b3. So it ended up winning me some material here with queen d4, winning the exchange. and then his queenside pawn's just dropped off, and then once my rooks get to the 7th rank, I'm really happy about that. I don't worry about this. I just want to win some more material. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much, and see you tomorrow. Also, please, try out chessworld.net, which is my correspondence style chess site. Put a lot of work into that, constant development. See you there maybe for correspondence style games where you've got lots of time to think. See you later. Bye.